Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Teep Talk. I'm your host, Wes.
And I am your co-host, Russ.
And today we will be covering this week's UFC pay-per-view, which is UFC 317. Now, there's a lot of things that come about that I've seen throughout my life when it comes to any sport. The UFC being one of the biggest ones for this is the entertainment aspect and the build up to what's going to happen. Who knows? Now, there are people who own the companies that make the money off of you losing the bets. And they will push things to make you bet against the people that they believe are going to win. We've all seen it. But a lot of us haven't noticed it. Because a lot of people don't they don't have an eye for it, right? Now, in the coming weeks to this Touria Charles Oliveira fight, I've seen things on both sides. The fact that Charles Oliveira is so much larger than Touria. Or there's also the political fact of it. There is a video surfacing that Charles Oliveira was wearing a Jewish prayer shawl. And everyone knows all about the war with Israel and where's it at? Iran. Now, there's some people that, they like Israel because Billy Graham told them to. There's people that hate it, right? People on both sides. So that kind of throws a toss-up. And you're like, hey, maybe I'm not going to put my money on somebody that's down with the Israelis. Or maybe I will put my money on somebody that's down with the Israelis because I want them to bomb Iran. You ever heard the song, Russ? Bomb, 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 Iran.
No.
Bomb, 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 Iran.
I've only heard the Minion version of it.
Yeah. So, I say that to say this. That myth has been debunked. Now, Charles Oliveira did wear a prayer shawl. It was gifted to him by a fan. I believe it was quite some time ago. That's neither here nor there. Don't get into the conspiracies that get brought about by social media and the gambling conglomerates that try to sway you from one side to the other on either topic or on either fighter. Look at what's going to most likely happen and look to the things that you're not being told. Because in most cases, when the majority is going one way, there's a reason. Somebody told them to go there. Somebody told them to go that way. It's like if I was me and Russell here, we could conduct a mass shooting in a crowded mall. And I could stand at one side of the mall and start shooting, and everybody would run. And he'd stand on the other side. That's how this stuff works. So, I'm not saying mass shootings are a good thing or anything. I'm just saying that's what they're doing to you. Don't want to be out there, my voice and my face, what's called glorifying mass shootings because they're bad. Okay? What I'm saying is you are being swayed to a different side for a reason. And we're going to tell you the true answers to the questions you may have about the bets you're going to place. Because last week, my parlay was correct.
And I got about, 4 out of 5?
4 out of 5.
Which, by the way, just going to say this, I'm still going to be given a good list of parlays as usual, but I'm not going for 5 anymore.
Oh,
I'm going to shorten it for me. Still the same picks. Going to give you 5 picks, but just choose 4.
Yeah.
Because so far, the 5 ain't doing it a little bit for me. But still got 4 out of 5.
and another thing. Yeah, I've got a good 3-legger, and I know there's an odd thing going on with DraftKings too that we're going to talk about, and
After the statistics.
Yeah, after we go to the statistics, after we do all that stuff, DraftKings, if you want to do a parlay on the Ilia Touria fight, right? Ilia Touria versus Charles Oliveira, you have to go to FanDuel for that. You can't do it on DraftKings. I don't know why. Fix it, DraftKings. We'll ask FanDuel to sponsor us. We're trying to give the people the goods. Now, on to Russell, the more prepared statistical analyst and co-executive producer of the show.
Yeah. Well, everyone, we're going to go over with our first fight here is a bantamweight bout. As you said, right? Because I jot all this down during my process. Hey, Talbot, United States, 9 loss. Right? Lost unanimous decision in his last fight. One by knockout the fight before. 7 knockouts, 1 submission, 1 first round finish. So you got Felipe Lima from Brazil, 14-1. Won his last 2 fights, unanimous decision and round 3 submission, 4 knockout submissions, 5 first round finishes. The bet is Payton is plus 150 and Lima minus 180. Okay. I'm going to go with. I don't know. It's more experience, really. 14-1. I mean, they both have lost once. One has 9, one has 14. One, the 9-1. Maybe he's an upcoming guy, right? He's probably like, you know what, I lost one time, but maybe I might beat the 14 guy. But
Peyton Talbot's good.
Yeah. But also apparently Felipe is.
I'm going Peyton Talbot.
Because he lost his last fight to unanimous decision.
It's like they say in baseball, I'm due for a win.
Lightweight fight next. Now, Dariush, United States, 22-6-1, lost both of his last fights by a round 1 knockout, and one of them was Charles Oliveira. Yep. 5 knockouts, 5 submissions, 5 first round finishes. His opponent is Renato. You know that.
Renato Moicano, baby.
Renato Moicano, Brazil, 26-1. He lost to Islam, his last fight, round 1 submission.
Say it again.
26-1.
20-6-1.
Yeah, 20 wins.
It sounded like 26.
Yeah, 20 wins, 6 losses, and 1
no
draw or no, whatever, because he can't understand anything. Lost his last fight to Islam, of course, round 1 submission, and then won the fight before that by round 2 doctor stoppage. 2 knockouts, 10 submissions, 4 first round finishes. Now, the thing on it is Dariush is minus 105, and the other guy is minus 115. So they're both minus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with
it's
Renato.
A toss up.
Going
now, I will tell you this. Win or lose, you know what Dana's going to do? Now, he's going to win. You know what Dana's going to do for Moicano after the fight? You know what he's going to do? He's going to tell him. He's going to show him the money.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. Yep.
Next fight is flyweight. Brandon Royval, United States, 17-1, 7, won his last 2 fights by a round 5 split decision. Same thing. 4 knockouts, 9 submissions, 10 first-round finishes. His opponent, Joshua Van, he is from Myanmar. Don't know where that is. Myanmar. Myanmar. Yes.
Probably a made-up place.
14-2. Won his last 2 fights by round 3 knockout and TKO and round 3 unanimous decision. 7 knockouts, 2 submissions, 2 first-round finishes. Now, plus 100 is Brandon and minus 120 is Joshua Van. I'm using Joshua Van. Next one. Now, the greatest thing about this event is there's 2 title fights on this event. So the first one is the flyweight title. Alexandre Touria, right? Or Pantoja.
Pantoja.
You say that. Pantoja.
Pantoja.
He's from Brazil, 29-5. He won his last 2 fights, of course, by round 2 submission and round 5 unanimous decision. He can pretty much go anywhere. 8 knockouts, 11 submissions, and 10 first-round finishes. He's going up against Kai Kara-France from New Zealand. He's 25-11. 11. Lost 11 times. Not really good. Won his last fight by round 1 knockout, and then he lost the fight before that by round 5. 5 rounds, just to say that so y'all know. Split decision, 12 knockouts, 3 submissions, 13 first-round finishes. I am going to pick the champion. I think the champion's going to retain that. Now we're on to the lightweight title fight. Oh, yeah. Now we'll start. Now we're going to start with Charles Oliveira.
I'm going to let him give his opinion first.
Brazilian, 35-10. A lot of experience there, right? A lot of experience. That's 45 fights, am I right? 35-10, that's 45 fights. He won his last fight by a round 5 unanimous decision, and then he lost to a round 3 split decision. 10 knockouts, 21 submissions. He was the former lightweight champion, and this is the lightweight division. Now, the next guy, Touria.
Bastards took it from
Now, next guy, Touria, he's from Georgia. Not the Georgia United States. And by the way, since I always forget to go over this, because, you know, Alexandra's minus 238, and then Kara France is plus 195. Just so we don't forget. Touria's from Georgia. He's 16-0. He's undefeated.
Go Dogs.
But he was in the featherweight. He was in the featherweight division, is where he was champion. So he's moving up to 155. He beat his last fights was Volkanovski and Holloway. Yes, Max Holloway. Round 3 knockout and a round 2 knockout. 6 knockouts, 8 submissions, 9 first-round finishes. The former featherweight champion. 2 former champions.
And the BMF belt holder.
Who?
Ilia Touria.
I thought that was Max Holloway.
Who beat Max Holloway?
No, Max Holloway has it right now.
How does he have it if Ilia Touria beat him?
I don't know how that works. What if it's not for the BFF title? What if it was for the featherweight title? You do know you don't have to, like, give up one belt to another. Like, you do know, like, it could just be for that one title. You know that, right?
What is this, WWE?
If you have a BMF belt and I have the featherweight belt, right? If the fight is for the featherweight belt and I beat you, I don't take your BMF belt. I keep my featherweight belt and you keep your BMF belt. Now, if I were to say both titles be on the line, I take both.
Okay, so
that's how it works. Okay, it's okay. Just get it in the little brain of yours.
Is there only one BMF belt for
Max Holloway is holding it in the picture of UFC.com.
Okay, I understand that. But why is there no BMF belt for other divisions?
Maybe there is.
No?
John Jones will come back and grab that one. Anyway, so I am now. Let me go over this real quick. Minus 455 to Touria, and then plus 350 for Charles Oliveira.
Yep.
I'm picking Touria. I like Touria. I like now. He's gonna go a little bit of a different route. Now I don't. I'm not saying I don't like Charles Oliveira. I know he's a great submissionist, but I just
Submissionist.
yeah. You got a problem? Submissive, submission, subway.
It's called a
fresh.
submitter.
And by the way, before we go over this little debate that we're about to go through, just a minute, because I know he's going to do it. Just want to let you all know that we get all of our picks from UFC.com and DraftKings, which we are not sponsored.
Where the crown is yours.
Yes.
Not the Burger King crown.
Not the Burger King crown.
That's for airplanes.
Now I will go over
This is for gambling.
now I will go over the what money you make in a second and the game statistics. But I know he's going to want to debate for a minute. Go ahead, Wes.
Now,
He's going to quit. He's going to quit. Well, he's going to quit. He's just going to quit. Now, he's going to beat him down, and he's going to quit.
First and foremost, let me give you my parlay.
He even told me that.
I haven't even given you my parlay yet, Russell. Okay. Pull out the DraftKings.
Oh, I got to pull it out.
Yeah.
See, again.
Crank up the king here.
Unprepared.
Click in Pandoji.
As usual.
Wait, you got FanDuel?
No.
You don't have FanDuel?
I do, but I don't want to go on it. I'm going on here.
No.
You just I clicked him.
I'm just saying, you can't.
I already clicked him.
Look, watch. If you click this, right, and then you click, let's say you want Elliott Touria, right? Over 1.5 rounds, it won't do it.
So just do that then.
Wait a minute. See, it won't let you do it.
So what?
I'm trying to see the odds on FanDuel.
Oh my gosh.
I can't do it because I'm recording from my phone here.
Oh, I'm well prepared yet again. I gotta go to FanDuel.
Yeah. Now this is one of them parlays to buy you some supper. Okay?
On FanDuel.
On FanDuel. If you put in
We're not sponsored.
my picks, okay? Alexander Pantoja, click it.
Oh, I gotta find it. I don't know why it won't pop up the sport. Let me go back in here.
Oh, when you scroll by, you go up here, and it's right.
Oh, yeah.
The octagon.
The octagon.
So
we gotta look for everybody first.
Yeah.
Right there.
Alexander
So you want me to
Pantoja.
click in.
Yeah. And then when you click on this,
Yeah.
you can scroll down. Bear with us, folks. You can scroll down. Total rounds.
Is that all you wanted?
Yeah. So
how much are you wagering?
$10.
$10 will get you $65.95.
$65.95, enough to buy you anything you would want to eat from the Buffalo Wild Wings. Let me get closer so everyone can hear me when I say this. Alexander Pantoja on the money line. Now, you can only make this parlay on FanDuel. Now, you can't make it on DraftKings. We don't know why. But if you're going to make it a parlay, you're going to FanDuel for it. Pantoja money line. Ilya Touria versus Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira.
He had to say that so great.
Yes. Over 1.5 rounds.
I think that'll happen.
And my third pick. Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira. That's my pick 3. $10 to get you $65. Now, why do I think Charles Oliveira is going to win?
Why? Because he stopped quitting finally?
Because I hate Ilya Touria. I hate him. He knocked out Bryce Mitchell. He knocked out Max Holloway. And I love those guys.
He's not really crying.
Bastard. No. So, no. If you look at the comparisons between the size of these two people, you don't carry power up. You can carry it down all you want to, but not up. So, he's going to get in there. He's going to get hit. And he's going to think, oh, this Touria guy's not really that bad. I fought Michael Chandler. Yeah. Is that your tummy rumbling?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Oh, it's got a rumbly in his tummy.
Yeah, I'm very hungry because I only eat once a day.
Yeah. I just got done eating a gas station hamburger.
Yeah, I would be eating, but
About to fart.
after we're done this, I'm gonna be
We.
ground turkey.
Oh.
Yeah, with some broccoli and rice and hard-boiled eggs and blueberries. All good for you and the protein and vitamins.
Why the blueberries?
They're good vitamins.
That just doesn't go together.
Oh, I just love blueberries.
You're eating them afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not mixing it in.
I mean, I don't. No. I don't do that. Like I usually I'll either eat the blueberries first, or I'll eat the food then the blueberries.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a treat.
So, anyways, it's Oliveira. Volkanovski got the belt back. Okay. What's the other thing that happened? Somebody else got something too. I don't know. America needs this right now. The world needs this. There's a war going on.
They need a Brazilian to win.
Give us something. Yes.
Yeah.
Let this parlay hit before the nuke does.
It's probably not gonna happen.
Oh no. What happened last week, Russ?
What do you mean?
Yeah. What happened last week?
What are you talking
What did I
about?
tell you? My parlay hit last week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My parlay hit last week. Doesn't hit all the time, folks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My parlay. And also from last week's episode, we talked about watching UFC with my mother. Last weekend, I went to my mother's house to watch the UFC. And she would call the fights.
We already heard it. I just hope you know what you're about. If you are repeating it, we already know everything that you're about to say.
No, I'm telling about my experience watching it with my mom.
Yeah, you already said it. You already told us.
No.
Watch the last video. I guarantee you.
No. So
we got to go over the picks. We're going to waste this time with this. This is our betting, gambling video.
Okay. Anyway, long story short, Mama said Oliveira. Okay, my mama ain't always been right about stuff, but that's what she said, and she did predict that Khalil Roundtree will win.
I did too, by the way.
I mean,
he didn't.
But anyways, your pick.
He wanted Jamal Hill to win.
Who?
You said Jamal Hill won.
No. I said Jamal Hill because life doesn't go very well for me and stuff that I want to happen doesn't happen.
And then guess what? It did happen.
Yeah, and guess what?
See, he's got to sucker himself.
I didn't have either one.
$96 will get you with my picks with $10. Now, if you decide to just keep all those picks and change it to Charles, because he's a plus something, you get $337.
Oh,
yeah. Now, his favorite thing of all time, the UFC game statistics.
Game statistics.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dariush and Renato. So, Dariush won by unanimous decision twice. Okay, twice. Alexandre beat round 3 submission and then also a round 2 submission. And then he's going to get happy on this one. But Touria won round 4 of the first fight. But then Oliveira comes back and wins round 4 by knockout and then round 2 by submission. Now, I always go over the game statistics with the bets. So this is what I chose. If you choose Dariush by decision, Alexandre by just submission, it's just the method of victory. And then you choose Charles by submission. With $10, you get $966.
Oh, God.
Now, just want to repeat this, folks. If you have the money to do it, you can put these bets down, but you also do not have to choose the same bets we do. This is just what we want to do.
Also, gambling is a very addictive sport.
Very.
And hobby.
Now, game statistics are not always the best thing to go by, but you never know. You could put Charles Oliveira could pop out with a submission. Dariush could win by decision. And then Alexandre could just beat another guy with submission. And guess what? Guess what happens? $900 in your pocket.
You know what happens, though? Here's my thing on the Oliveira submission. I don't want to say it because usually if you say it, it don't happen. But I think that Oliveira having a submission over Ilia Touria is a very likely outcome, even though Touria is a really good wrestler. You knew that, right? Touria is a really good wrestler. He just doesn't wrestle.
He's a very good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler.
However, in a UFC octagon, it isn't something that he's had to deal with. Hallelujah. It's not something that he's had to deal with throughout his career, if much at all. And it's also nothing he's ever had to deal with at this level and at this size. Does that make sense?
I guess.
He's never been in an octagon with somebody as big as Oliveira. Charles Oliveira is enormous compared to Ilia Touria. Now, they do lie about their heights.
He's 5'10".
Who is?
Charles Oliveira.
That's not true.
It is.
Yeah, he's 6 foot.
Nah.
No way that makes
He would say 6 feet.
I'm 5'10".
Max Holloway's 5'11". The same size. Touria beat Max Holloway.
No.
Same size, folks.
No.
And Max Holloway's a better boxer.
That's not the truth. No. Listen, bro.
Here we go. It's not the truth that Max Holloway's this tall.
Okay, Google Oliveira, Ilia Touria, size comparison. You'll see the picture. You'll see the picture with the guy that they were both standing beside.
If you put up how tall is Touria, he's 5'7".
Mm-hmm. No. Look up Ilia Touria, Charles Oliveira, size comparison.
Why?
Just look at, you'll see the pictures they're talking about. They don't always tell the truth on those height things, dude. They don't.
What am I saying?
Maybe. Okay, look. Do you see
that he's 5'10" and he's 5'7" and he's just 5'9"?
He's not no 5'10", bro.
He is.
He's way bigger. But you can see the size. Like, he's so much larger and he's taller than what they're saying he is. Hey, I'm telling you. Oliveira, if Oliveira doesn't win, I will shut down this podcast and I will never predict again.
Look at UFC Fight Night 74 when they fought each other, Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway. Are they lying?
Yes. Yes.
No. That's horse. I'm going to show you something. You see that? He said, Max Holloway, look at this. Look. This is Fight Night 74. They're the same size.
No.
Yeah, look at that. They're literally, look, you can even see right there, he's like 1 inch taller because he said he's 5'11". Therefore, he's wrong again.
No, I'm not.
Right. He's wrong.
I refuse to accept that I am wrong. And if you say that I am wrong about something,
I refuse
even though I could be, that makes you a gaslighting manipulator.
And someone that says I refuse that I'm wrong.
And an abuser.
Sounds like a woman.
I identify as a woman now. You're gaslighting me.
I'll light your fucking gas on fire.
Oh, yeah. But no.
Anyway, folks.
Charles Oliveira, over 1.5 rounds.
Will quit.
Tampoja.
When that happens.
Yeah. What? Don't be talking down about the Dubrooks.
Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this week's episode of Team Talk. I hope you enjoyed watching our video. Like, subscribe, and share this.
Oh, share it with your mechanic. That loyal mechanic.
Yeah. Hey, share it with your mechanic. Yeah.
Share it with the guy that takes care of your vehicle whenever you need it taken care of.
You know what? I'm going to send it to my Uncle BJ.
Are we only going to do one or should we do two?
What?
Like every time we do that at the end, like share it to. Should we just say one person or like two? Share it to your plumber.
Your plumber?
Yep.
And your mechanic.
Yeah. We'll go two this time.
Yeah. But that has been it for our show. We will see you in the Teep Talk After Dark episode that we're about to film after this one. We love you, and God bless. If I can turn this thing off and record. There we go. Yeah. Now, ta-ta.